So I'm at Thundurus raid, and right now it's raining out. So that means it'll be weather boosted. And I haven't done a solo of one of these, but Pokebattler says it's not too bad. We can see in my recommendations here, it's going for the tanky options in Rock and Ice. And I'm going to try out the glassier options in Rock and Ice, which are supposed to be better, as Pokebattler says. I've got 2 maxed out Weaviles here, 3 maxed out Rampardos, and a maxed out Rhyperior. I do have the best buddy bonus on the Rampardos, and I think it's supposed to be easy enough that I won't need to use the empty lobby cheat trick. But one thing that's going to depend on here is what charge move it has, because I was just looking at it, some of the charge moves are pretty hard on Rampardos, and some of the charge moves are pretty hard on Weavile. So here's a fighting move that will decimate Weavile, and if that's the case, I might need to rebuild my team without one glass cannon. So he used Thunder Punch. I don't think I care about Thunder Punch. I guess we'll find out. So Weavile seems okay with it. And the idea here will be to revive both teams. I think I'm going to have to use the team twice. And the reason for that being, that's one of the reasons I want Rhyperior in here. I'd have to use, if it was all Weaviles and Rampardos, then I would need, at least according to Pokebattler, 3 teams, which would be a bit much. So I definitely want a Rhyperior in there. And Eleanor's Rhyperior is maxed out. She has 2 maxed out Weaviles. She's not doing as good on the Rampardos, so she has Mamoswines and Ttars in there instead of the extra Rampardos, which will hopefully make her a little tankier, and then that'll make us not faint out at the same time, which is ideal. If it looks like we're going to faint out at the same time, then I'll back one out early, which would be mine. I believe I put Rhyperior last on mine, so since it's the not glass cannon, it's going to try to hold me in at that last bit so I can make that decision on whether or not to swap out. That's another good reason to have shinies. If you have a lot of the same Pokemon, you can put that shiny last so that you know you're on your last Pokemon. You don't have to sit there and count. So this should be my last Pokemon. She has a Weavile, so I don't think that's last for her. Now she's on a Mamoswine. Mamoswine's not going to mind. No, neither of these guys, the Mamoswine and the Rhyperior, are not going to mind that Thunder Punch at all. They both have ground subtypings. So that's pretty nice. So it does look like my Rhyperior, which came into the match earlier than her Mamoswine, is going to faint first. But I'm pretty sure she has, her last Pokemon, as I said, it was a shiny Smackdown Ttar. So that should be real obvious. So I'm about to faint out. She's on her Ttar. And I'm out. Now let's see if Ttar can give me enough time to revive. Okay. I actually could have gone back in with that team. It was pretty decent. I'm going to go the old-fashioned way, though. Let's find all my rocks. That's pretty good, right? That's 6. And rejoin. Alright, back in with Weavile. So Ttar is not having any problem. So I think we're close enough that I might just go back in with recommended on her account. Mine is definitely the stronger of the 2 accounts. It's going to be doing more damage anyway. Oh, I was wrong about her Ttar being last, because now she has a Mamoswine. So it looks like her team, which doesn't have all the Pokemon maxed out, is tanky enough to last the whole battle without relobbying. Now, she had 2 Weaviles, which, you know, I mean, that's already not that tanky. And she had 2 Mamoswines, I think, and then she had a Ttar and a Rhyperior. That's right. And I didn't put a Rampardos in because it's just not powered up high enough to be better than the Mamoswine or the Ttar. Yeah, so she used one team. The Mamoswines were maxed out. The Rhyperior was maxed out. The Weaviles were maxed out for sure. So I guess the only thing that wasn't maxed out was the Smackdown Ttar. I should probably max that out. I mean, it's shiny. And she got more balls than me. Oh, right. I got the damage bonus, but she got the gym bonus. Alright, let's see about this. 2360. So this time I've got the better of the two. I'm not going to pineapple because I really don't care if I ever have candy for this guy. I'll probably have candy just because I did a bunch of these. And I keep getting them from PvP too, which is pretty terrible. If Niantic is out there, I would love to see the PvP prizes instead of the raid boss prizes. Which are what? Scraggy and I want to say Rufflet. I don't know my Gen 5 Pokemon very well. Oh, that was a miss. I definitely like to use golden raspberries because I see it as, you know, candy is candy. More likely to catch it. But I'd much rather be spending the pineapples right now on the new Pokemon, which are, what, Solosis and Gothita, if I pronounced them correctly. I've been pineapping a lot of those. So this one is a 91. Not sure how that compares to other Thundurus I have. So if it's my best Thundurus, I'll sit on it. 91.